And yes, a very good evening. You're very welcome to Fairfield here in Dungarvan. The scene is set for the JJ Cavan and Sons County Minor Hurling Championship Division 3 final. It's the meeting of Ferrybank and Ballyduff Upper. Just a slight delay of around about 15 minutes to throw in here, as the referee Tyke Tobin is just going to perform the toss with the respective captains Isaac Richards of Ferrybank and Seamus Branagh of Ballyduff Upper. Both these teams have set the standard in Division 3 right from the get-go of this championship. It was Ferrybank who came out on top when they met in the group stages. But the final, it takes on a life of its own, and I'm sure it's going to be another interesting battle here in Fairfield this evening. So we'll go straight into the team lineups for this 13-a-side decider, starting with the western side, Ballyduff Upper, who beat Erin's Own by 3-15 to 10 points in last week's semi-final. It's Ty Keating Corcoran between the posts, Ben Ahern and Cathal Kenny in the full backline, half backline Seamus Branagh, who captains the team, Tomás Ahern and Gavin Keneally. It's Patrick Fennessy and Evan Geary, Ilorna Porca. Half forward line is Oisín Hannigan, Mark Burke and Brian Burke, while the inside line even for Ballyduff Upper this evening, Donica Hickey wears number 12 and number 13 is Killian English. Both players really impressive in the semi-final win over Erin's Own last week. Ferrybank will line out as follows. Incidentally, they received a walkover from Clashmore Kinsale-Beg in last week's semi-final, but they topped the table in Division 3 and they line out as follows with Kyle Daly between the posts. It's Sean Adiemi and Paddy Mackey in the full backline. Half backline Conor Daly, Quaylon McCahill and Adam Aspel. It's Isaac Richards who captains the team and Lachlan Flanagan who team up at centre field. Half forward line Jay Bagg, Harry Flanagan on the 40 alongside Fionn McGarrity, and the inside line for the eastern side this evening, Shane Purcell wears number 12 and number 13 is Conor Halley. So they're your team lineups for this evening's eagerly awaited decider. It's a bumper week of action, a big hurling week here in the Daisha across the various codes, and of course plenty more live action to come here on Clubber TV, of course, across the next few days, including the Division 1 minor final, which will be live tomorrow night. That's the much anticipated clash, the all-Eastern affair between De La Salle and neighbours Ballygunner. So both sets of teams are ready, the talking is over, and we're ready to rock here in Fairfield. It's a still evening here for the Division 3 final, and we're underway straight away. Battle for possession there, and Ballyduff Upper trying to get their hands on it. Evan Geary in the tick of the action as always, so too is Oisín Hannigan. Ferrybank trying to get their hands on the ball, and that's a good play by Quaylon McCahill. So his older brother Nisha making his way in up for support tonight. Ball driven into the corner, cut off inside by Ben Ahern. Good corner back play, getting there ahead of his man. Doesn't get a real distance on the clearance, but does reach his centre half forward. That's Brian Burke, just gets enough latitude to get it down the line. Ball into the corner, down as far as Mark Burke. It's off the number 7 is Isaac Richards, the Ferrybank captain. Line ball there to Ballyduff Upper, signalled by Ivan Fitzgerald of Dungarvan, who's the linesman on the far oversight. And Padraig Nolan of Fan Cappaquin is the linesman underneath us. Line ball taken, Ballyduff Upper trying to mount their first attack at evening. Down into the corner, Evan Geary pulls on it first time, and it's gone off. It's gone out for the game 65. Didn't even need to pick that one up, he just pulled on it first time. Well, it's gone out for a 65. First here this evening in Fairfield. As we said, it's still enough evening, very little breeze there. And notice as well the floodlights have been put on as well here by Ollie Drummy. Of course, we will have extra time as well if we're level at the end of the regulation, 60 minutes plus indeed penalties if we need to. But we'll wait and see how that develops. Donica Hickey is going to shoot this 65. He's been a real tour de force for Ballyduff Upper right throughout the championship. Scores galore. He's hoping for a good start here in the county final on a big evening for their club. The effort from Hickey has gone in, and it's gone wide on that occasion. Umpire thought for a second he was pointing to the flag, but it's the first wide of the evening from that 65. Puck out for the Ferrybank goalkeeper. That's Kyle Daly, breaking ball. Who's first to react? Ballyduff Upper back there in the shape of Tomás Ahern. Drives it back with interest for Ballyduff Upper, only down as far as Sean Adiemi, who's back there for Ferrybank. Bypasses him. You can still see the bounce of the ball on the surface, which is rock hard. That's a snapshot there from Donica Hickey, who again is shown well. Himself and English are a deadly duo in that full forward line. In fact, that was Killian English, who had the effort, but it just pulled it left and wide. Second wide for Ballyduff Upper, so a chance for Kyle Daly to launch the puck out for Ferrybank. Goes long, batted back first time there by Oisín Hannigan, trying to get his hands on that one, but Ferrybank go into their first attack. Beautiful crossfield ball, well gathered here by the midfielder. That's Lachlan Flanagan going forward. Can he get inside the cover? Still Flanagan going forward. Can he get room to engineer the swing? Takes the effort. Save by Ty Corcoran inside, and flicked away there by Ben Ahern in the Ballyduff Upper defence. It was good goalkeeping there. There was a decent enough effort by Flanagan, but Ty Keating Corcoran was equal to it, but it's still in a dangerous enough position. Still Ferrybank could have said, or they just lose it there at the critical juncture, and Seamus Branagh Just about to enter the fray here. Ballyduff Upper have the bodies back there and they're breaking out this ball. That's good determined play there by the Ballyduff Upper men, and away they come. Ball driven down the field, down as far as Burke there. There's two Burkes in that Ballyduff Upper half forward line. Onto the ball now comes Evan Geary's good soccer player there, illustrating it there as he just boots the ball forward. Ferrybank have bodies back there too. English trying to get it in his hand. Ball falls to Mark Burke. Here's a chance for the opening score of this county final. Mark Burke with the effort, and Mark Burke fires it over the bar. It's first blood to Ballyduff Upper. The ball broke outside. Maybe for a split second he had a chance of a goal there, but wisely puts the ball over the bar, and it's the opening score of this county final. Ballyduff Upper with their noses in front. Just 3 minutes gone here in the far fields. Breaking ball. Which way is this going? And it's going to be a Ballyduff Upper ball, says the linesman. Pádraig Nolan's going to be taken by Gavin Keneally underneath us, battling hard there with Quailán McCahill, the number 5 for Ferrybank, who's had a great campaign for the men in green, led by Martin Freeman underneath us, of course, doing great work with the various Ferrybank teams underage. And indeed adult. Keneally's effort has gone backwards as bypasses Thomas Ahern. Could be a little bit dangerous here for Ballyduff Upper, but Ahern is a tidy hurler. He picks it up and smartly drives it back down the field, putting his side back on the attack. Bounce of the ball, this time in as far as English again, out in front of his man, 45 metres out from goal. Turns, strikes, looks at the post. The effort from English is outside and wide again. Good pressure there for the Ferrybank backs. It's Paddy Mackey who has that tough task of keeping tabs on English tonight, but kept them pushed out there, and it's 3 wides now for Ballyduff Upper. Here's the puck from Daly, dropping out around the centre of the field again. Ferrybank go high, breaking ball, batted down first time by Ballyduff Upper, and onto that break is Mark Burke. Only scores so far of this county final. Diagonal ball in as far as English again. Show well for the ball. Gets out in front of his man. Slither on the Hurley. Killian English with the effort. Oh, well blocked there. Great defending there by Ferrybank. They got bodies back there. They stopped the initial effort, but the ball falls back out to Donnacha Hickey, and he fires it over the bar. Second point for Ballyduff Upper. English did well. Ran at him. Ball broke outside, and Donnacha Hickey flashes it over the bar for his opening score of this county final. 2 points to no score. 5 minutes gone here in Farfield. Ferrybank will want to get going. They do have possession momentarily, but it's driven back down. Ballyduff Upper reading the play well there, out in front of their men, showing well for it there. Back with the midfielder, that's Lachlan Flanagan. Lachlan goes to ground, referee says no free. Here's Evan Geary. Evan has possession, and referee is going to stop it there, and I think Evan just got a bang in the head there. He just stopped it for a minute. Referee is going to resume from where the play stopped there. It's a head injury, of course, and Evan just making Ballyduff Upper medical team making sure everything is okay. So it's going to be an indirect free to Ballyduff Upper, who have it in the shape of Patrick Fennessy. I think he's going to leave it to Moss Ahern. The number 5 for the Reds drives it long. Of course, Ballyduff Upper won the under 15 hurling last year, and indeed the under 15 football won a double with victories over Clonea and indeed De La Salle respectively. Oh, lovely turn inside, lovely sidestep, lovely footwork by Donnacha Hickey. What's the finish like? It's not bad either from Donnacha Hickey. 2 in a row for him. He's on fire this evening. Dissects the post. Beautiful score. 2 in a row for him. It's the 3rd point for Ballyduff Upper. They've had a couple of wides, but they've also had the opening 3 scores of this county final, and they're leading on that scoreboard, as you can see, by 3 points to no score. Live coverage this evening here on Clubber TV, in association, of course, with Waterford GA. Another bumper programme of games coming up, and what's a huge hurling weekend here in the Daysha, including both senior semi-finals, which will be live from Welch Park on Sunday afternoon. But it's all about the minors this evening in this Division 3 final. Back with Ballyduff Upper again. This is an effort from English. This is well taken down inside by Kyle Daly. He just got it on the second attempt and then decides to go route one. Lobs it down on top of his half forward line. Ballyduff break that ball there, and with Seamus Brana onto it. Lachlan Flanagan trying to get it in his hand, just can't get it into his hand. The touch from Ferrybank just seems a little bit off this evening, and they haven't started the way they'd like. Here's a chance, and it could be worse here for Ballyduff Upper as Burke goes forward. Effort, oh, what a save from Kyle Daly. He was equal to it. He watched it all the way, then he almost takes out his man. He does take out his man. The helmet is off. Donnacha Hickey, who rocks the net, but Ty get blown the whistle. That's Ty Tobin, the Raitor, before that, to say not going to allow any of that. And I think Kyle Daly could find himself going into Tig Tobin's notebook here. Tig, the Raitor from Bricky Rangers, of course. He refereed the senior hurling relegation semi-final between Tallow and Passage last weekend. Tallow, of course, will do battle with Dunhill in the senior relegation playoff on Saturday. Another game will be live here on Clubber TV, and that's a yellow card to Kyle Daly. So a blistering start by Ballyduff Upper. 7 minutes in, but it's still just a 3-point game on that scoreboard, and they seem to be playing directly into that inside line, and particularly the inside duo of Donnacha Hickey and Killian English looking really lively for Ballyduff Upper so far this evening. That's the midfielder there, Patrick Fennessy, and Just getting a word there from the Ballyduff Upper Bonnet Shore, led by Shane Hannon, of course, and Kevin Casey, part of the management team. 2 players, of course, with Ballyduff, and brilliant to see the lads giving back to the underage as well. They've done a lot of work with this particular group. And here tonight on what is a huge occasion, county final night. Of course, last night we had the Division 2 final that was claimed by Clonmagale. Congratulations to them. 220 to 2-8 victors over Portlaw. Ballyduff Lower in Welsh Park. The Division 1 minor final takes centre stage tomorrow night. That's Ballygunner and De La Salle, which will be live on Clubber TV as well. And last night the Division 1 plate final resulted in victory for Abbeyside, who scored victory there over their neighbours Bricky Rangers. So right now, chance for Donegal to get his 3rd point of the evening. 21 metres out from goal, should be bread and butter for Donegal. He fires it back over the bar. Helmet is back on, and the radar is certainly back on as well from Donegal's point of view. 3 points for him, 4 points for Ballyduff Upper. Ferrybank yet to get going. It's Kyle Daly going to launch this puck out. He just picked up that yellow card a couple of moments ago. Goes long with this one off his left hand side, down on top of Shane Purcell. Shane goes high, fails to hold it, but Ferrybank have bodies back there. This is taken by Connor Daly, and he does well there. Just felt the contact there from Patrick Fennessy, but it was into his back, says the Raitor, and that's going to be a free which Isaac Richards is going to come over and take. He's been a real go-to player for Ferrybank right throughout this Division 3 campaign. He'd be hoping to lift the troops, hoping that they can get their name on the score sheet or get a score on the board sooner rather than later. High lobbing ball in around the 21 metre line. Again, Ballyduff Upper, plenty of bodies back there. And this time it's Brian Burke who's back there wearing 11 but covering every blade of grass down on top of Mark Burke. Breaking ball, Burke onto it again. Isaac Richards comes across. Was that a loose swing? Referee says okay. Taken off him. Brilliant piece of skill there by Richards. Gets it back under control. Ball across as far as Jay Bagg, combining with Richards again. Lovely sidestep. Just got inside the cover there. Burke off his left hand side. Has it the distance? Has it the accuracy? It's going to hang short, I think. Can it be kept in play? It's gone out and it's gone wide there off the hands of Shane Purcell, who tried to keep it in but tried in vain. Out, and it's the first wide of the evening for Ferrybank. That's taken a little bit too quick by the Ballyduff goalkeeper Ty Keating Corcoran, who's eligible for the minor grade again next year. He's not going to be missed this evening in those yellow boots. Is he in the goal? Down as far as Geary. Lovely snap there by Geary. Just took it in his hand, the ball bouncing on the surface. It's like Wimbledon out there. Here's Geary going forward. Ballyduff Upper have a chance. Ferrybank in hot pursuit. Effort comes in. Saved again by Daly, denying Corcoran. Referee, I think, is going to bring it back for a free, though. He was playing an advantage. Brilliant, lovely one-touch hurling from Ballyduff Upper. They went for the juggler on that occasion. In fact, it's gone out for a 65 off the hurley there of Kyle Daly, who's single-handedly kept Ferrybank in contention so far, but they've yet to get going in this county final. Mentors underneath us there, just having a look at one another, wondering why they're so flat. Of course, there was that delay to the game as well, which may have affected different players in different ways as well, but certainly it's Ballyduff Upper who are doing the early running here, and Donegal has a chance to get his 4th of the evening and to make it a 5th for Ballyduff Upper. He puts it in and he puts it over the bar. Super score there by Hickey. Backed himself and he floated over an absolute beauty. 5 points to no score. It's all one-way traffic here, so here in Fairfield so far, but still 5 points in the modern game of hurling. Very, very little indeed. Ferrybank will want to get this ball, want to get possession of it. They have it in the shape of Lachlan Flanagan, who's gone forward. He has a man inside him. That man is Fionn McGarty. McGarty with the effort. That's a little bit better from Ferrybank. It's over the bar. Opening score for the Eastern men, and they'll be happy with that. It was a well engineered move into Lachlan Flanagan, into McGarty I should say, and he fires it over. Good score. Evan Geary, just a bit too loose from Ferrybank's point of view. Geary goes long into the duo inside, that dynamic duo of Donegal and Killian English, but it's Isaac Richards reading that break well. Pulls on it first time. Good ground strike by Richards down the line. Harry Flanagan trying to prod that ball on for Ferrybank. They have it there again. Fionn McGarty batted back with interest first time there inside by Ben Ahern, who's rock solid in that full backline for Ballyduff Upper. They slip to the ground now. They have possession. Pressure coming on from Ferrybank, and it's good pressure. It's disciplined pressure, because forcing Tomas Ahern into overcarrying. That's a bit better from the men in green. They'll be happy with that one, and it's a chance for their free taker Shane Purcell to get his opening score of the evening. In fact, it's Conor Halley, who's going to take this one, the number 13. Dead straight in front of the posts, just inside the 45 metre line, heading into the road goal, and he's put it wide. Disappointment for Conor Halley. He just holds his hands on his head there. He'll be disappointed with that one. It was certainly one you'd usually back him, but on county finals. None of these frees, they're not going to be easy. He'll be disappointed with that. 5 points to 1 it remains. Breaking ball. Ballyduff upper onto it in the shape of Patrick Fennessy. Drives it into that full forward and plenty of space inside. Seems to be 2 players on the ground inside. That's Sean Adeyemi and Killian English testing each other, or in fact Donica Hickey, who's still on the deck right now, out as far as Isaac Richards evades that first challenge, has support down the line in the shape of Conor Daly. That's a bit of space now for Daly to carry the ball, but he decides to go route one with this one, or is going to go route one with it. Long dropping ball inside as far as Halley inside takes it, and he's Hurley. Oh, lovely control there by the corner forward. Can he get it in his hand? He has it in his hand. There's a man inside him if he needs him. Going forward, what a tackle there. Tackle is good for Ballyduff upper outside as far as Keneally. Ball under Hurley. Now they can go forward. Ferrybank coming across the challenge. Oh, lovely pick up there by Gavin Keneally, and evades the challenge of Harry Flanagan. Oh, brilliantly taken there. That's Killian English on the spin. English, one look at the post. English with the effort. It's gone wide, says the umpire. Right and wide would have been a super score. Ballyduff upper certainly so good at breaking a pace, and certainly if that full forward and keep getting that quality ball inside, they have the pace and they have the hurling to do damage. That's a bit of loose there from Evan Geary on the shape of Conor Daly, who certainly started well for the Ferrybank men this evening, looking sharp in the half back line. So Isaac Richards going to take this one for Ferrybank. Goes along with this one. Inside as far as Halley again. Up he goes. Taken out of hand. In fact, that's the midfielder. That is Lachlan Flanagan going forward. Now it's with the aforementioned Halley. Can he get room to swing to Hurley? Just loses his footing there. Still going forward. Halley still with the ball. Is he fouled? Referee says steps, and it's going to be a free out. He had a chance to get the strike away there, but the tackling was good. Just lost his footing there at the critical juncture, and referee Ty Tobin says overcarrying. Free out to Ballyduff upper. They'll be happy with that one. Bit of relief there for the men in red. Seamus Brennan, the team captain, elects to leave this one to Tomas Ahern. And Conor Halley just being told to keep going by the Ferrybank mentors. There's still plenty of time there. Ball pumped long. Isaac Richards underneath us, watched it all the way, but it bypasses Isaac. You can see the bounce of the ball there on that surface. Battle inside here. Ferrybank take that in their stride well. Oh, lovely hand pass there. Was sort of an unorthodox one, but it was fair. The strike in action was there, says the referee. And Ballyduff have a bit of defending to do here. Ball with Ferrybank again. This time it's Lachlan Flanagan inside as far as McGarity. That's Fionn McGarity if he can get this ball in his hand. Oh, crossfield ball inside. Crocker Keaton. It's gone into the net. It's a goal for Ferrybank, and it's Fionn McGarity. It's the fill up they needed. Ty Keating Corcoran was trying to bat it down. It deceives him, and it goes into the back of the net. Opening goal of this county final. We're back to a 1 point game. It's come exactly 15 minutes into the opening half. Delayed to throw in here in case you're just joining us here by 15 minutes. So we're just 15 minutes gone. Now we've a game on our hands. 1 point between the teams. It's Ballyduff upper who lead. They have possession back. That's with Burke. Mark over the shoulder. He got the opening score inside as far as English. And it's Paddy Mackey who does well, just doing the defending there and doing the sensible thing, knocking the ball out over the sideline. Ferrybank trying to win that ball back. Far over side of the field there, very close to the sideline. Ballyduff upper, plenty of bodies there. This time it's Burke who has it back again for Ballyduff upper. Prods it down, but only where Isaac Richards, who just dropped back into that pocket. Oh, his hand passes and goes astray, and Evan Geary could punish this going forward. Geary's effort, ow, off the crossbar it went and over. Is the referee going to bring it back to the free? I think he is. And I think Ty Tobin could speak to Sean Adeyemi here, the Ferrybank cornerback. He could be in trouble. Certainly tested the fibre of Geary's jersey going forward there. If there ever was a professional foul, it was certainly in evidence there. So I believe that was a yellow card flash there to the Ferrybank cornerback. So that's Adeyemi and indeed the Ferrybank goalkeeper Kyle Daly, both on yellow cards now. So they're going to have to be careful. So right now Ty Tobin just looking for the match ball, or we're going to have to get a new slitter, I think. The match ball is retrieved eventually, and there's a chance for Donica Hickey to add to his tally here in this county final, coming to you live here from Fairfield. The Division 3 final in the JJ Kavanagh and Sons County Minor Hurling Championship, which has been fast-paced, games galore and a great standard right across the divisions. And that's another good effort there from Donica Hickey. Floats it in and floats it over. 4 points for him this evening. Dungarvan, of course, won the Division 4, a cracking game last Thursday night, which we also brought to you on Clubber, and indeed Division 2 last night, Clonagale defeating Portlaw Ballyduff Lower. Division 1 comes up tomorrow night, Ballygunner and Telesal. That should be a cracker. So far, this one is entertaining. It's close, it's tense. Great clash of the ash there. The block down in evidence there. Evan Geary got there on Shane Purcell. Fair and discipline in the tackling. Ballyduff Upper trying to work the ball out. Here's Carl Kenny back as far as Keneally evades the challenge there. Good pressure by Ferrybank, and it's applied well, and it's applied fair. They have it back. Broad prodded forward there by Harry Flanagan. Down the line as far as McGarty. Can't get his hands on this one. Seemed to be a chop down there. It was on Seamus Brada. Put his body over the ball there. Won the free. And that's going to be a free for Ballyduff Upper. Good play there by the captain. Good leadership. Driven back by Tomás Ahern. Route 1 down the line as far as Geary. Puts his hand up. Takes it in his stride. Plucks it out of the air. Great play by Geary. Ball under Hurley. Flashes this one in. He just put it wide. Good pressure though being exerted there by Conor Daly as well. Fairness to the Ferrybank defender. He was disciplined. Geary got the shot off, but again, beautiful ball down the line, just plucked out of the sky there by Evan Geary. Talented soccer player as well, playing with the Waterford FC under-17 team at the moment. A real all-rounder, as they say. Pulled on first time there, but met there first time by Keneally. Back with Ballyduff Upper, winning that breaking ball. Onto it like a flash is Oisín Hannigan. This player has pace to burn. He's going forward, shortens the grip in the stick. Hannigan's effort, it deserves a score. Oh, it's gone outside and wide. He had a bit more time maybe to just carry it forward, but umpire was well positioned, and it's another wide for Ballyduff Upper. They've had a few of them, and they're certainly maybe mounting up, and will be a little bit disappointed by some of those end executions here tonight in this county final. But they lead on that scoreboard. Right now it's Ferrybank with the ball back. It's Adam Aspel who's on it, drives it back down the line, but there's nobody there, only a red jersey in the shape of Tomás Ahern. Drives it back with interest for Ballyduff Upper. He's mopped up an awful lot of ball, knows where to put it, knows that Donegal, Hickey and Kelly in English 9 times out of 10 are going to be out in their front of their defenders. At this time it's just bounce of the ball deceives the Ballyduff Upper forward line, and it's Sean Adeyemi who clears it for Ferrybank down the line as far as Quailán McCavill, just failing to control that ball back with Ballyduff Upper in the shape of Keneally. Adeyemi out in front of his man, reading the play well. That's great play there by the Ferrybank cornerback, and Sean Adeyemi says, come on forwards, try and win this one. Pucks it down the line. Is it going to go out? It is gone out over the line, says the linesman Padraig Nolan there from the Fan Cappoquin club. So it's going to be a line ball, and looks like Adam or Evan Geary may well come back to hit this. So no, he's going to stay in his position, but Ballyduff Upper in control on that scoreboard. 6 points to 1-1. 20 minutes gone here. In fact, it's Carl Kenny who's going to take this effort off his left hand side. It's not a clean connection really from him, but Ferrybank trying to win it back. In the thick of the action there as always is Fionn McGarty trying to get his hands on the ball. Prodded forward there by Shane Purcell, battling away as always, very close to the sideline. I tried to get a hand pass away, but Tomás Ahern overturns that, drives it back. Not a clear and not a great one down top of Conor Daly, driven back by Daly inside as far as the Ferrybank full forward. This could be dangerous in the hands of Shane Purcell. Evades that first challenge, turns to his right hand side. What a block there, great tackling there by Gavin Keneally. Eyes on the ball, he got it and he made the block. Ballyduff Upper trying to win the ball, and the referee says there's just too many bodies around there, so Tyke Tobin decides we're going to throw it in. Let's all calm down, let's take a breather and let's get going again. 21 minutes gone. Tyke throws it in. Ball picked up by Seamus Brannan. Knows there's a man off his shoulder then. It's a good hand pass out as far as Tomás Ahern. Knew he was off the shoulder. Drives it back down. Isaac Richards reading the play. Oh, what a catch that is on his own 45. Takes the ball in his stride off as far as Conor Daly. Back as far as Richards. Good combined play by Ferrybank. This is an effort inside, batted back down. Only as far as McGarry though. And McGarry, if he could get onto this one, shortens the grip. McGarry's effort, and it's over the bar from Fionn McGarty. Great score. It looked... Is it wide? I think it's gone wide. Yeah, it's gone wide. Umpires thought for momentarily he was going for the flag, but Tyke Tobin thought other words, and I must say from looking at it up here as well, I think it was outside and wide. So it remains 6 points to 1-1. Dangerous one inside, and in there lurking was Brian Burke. Long delivery inside there. Ferrybank had to be on their toes. That they were. 6 points to 1-1. It remains 22 minutes gone here in Fairfield. As you can see, the floodlights beginning to come on here at the Dungarvan venue. Oh, seemed to be a nudge in the back there, and Tyke Tobin spotted it from up here. Tyke spotted it as well there on Quailán McCavill on the Ballyduff Upper defender Gavin Keneally. Just felt the contact there, and well spotted by the Ray Tour. So it's going to be a free which Tomás Ahern is going to launch again for Ballyduff Upper. Just been told to take it there from the correct position by the linesman. Underneath us is Padraig Nolan. Tomás Ahern diagonal ball into the corner, into the space there where Killian English, that's the ball he loves. On the spin, loops around, takes this effort, could be dangerous inside. Adeyemi gets a block on it, he puts it across, he puts it out of the danger area though. He'll be happy with that. Can he win the foot race here? Gets it down over the ball. Great corner back play there by Sean Adeyemi, and drives it up the line for Ferrybank. Great ball, lovely hurling, just clears the danger. Tomás Ahern reacts to this ball, takes the contact there, good hitting there. It's fair off from the Ferrybank lads in the shape of Lachlan Flanagan. Back with Evan Geary, has a man off him if he needs it. Geary decides to go solo, 45 metres out from goal. After him there was Quailon McCavill. Did he do enough? He did. Quailon McCavill on his hurley, got the hook in there and just put the trajectory off Evan Geary's shot there, and it's gone outside and wide. We haven't had a score in quite a while, but it's been tight, it's been tense, and it's been pretty close as predicted coming into this Division 3 minor final, coming to you live here from Fairfield this Thursday evening. Back with Ballyduff upper. Keneally drives it back, looking for runners inside. It's Burke showing well for this ball. That's Brian Burke out in front of his man. Great play by the number 11. Lovely ball as well. Spotted that there was a runner off the shoulder there, and making the run was Oisín Hannigan. If he can get this in his hand, trying to go forward, leaves it for English on the turn. One look at the post from Killian English, and he fires it over the bar. It's his opening score, I believe, this evening, Killian English, and he'll be happy with that one. The number 13 Ballyduff Upper extend their lead 7 points to 1-1. Long ball from Kyle Daly. Tomas Ahern trying to win it back. One back by McGarvey. Oh, it was a snapshot there from Lachlan Flanagan. Could well work out for Ferrybank. Ball inside, well taken inside there by the Ballyduff Upper full backline. Ben Ahern in particular, who's been rock solid so far. Down the line as far as Evan Geary. Plays it down as far as Gavin Keneally, very close to the side, and flicked off him there, and flicked off by Lachlan Flanagan. Patrick Fennessy just trying to spot a bit of grass. You'd find hard to spot a bit of grass anywhere the way current pitches are, but that's maybe testament of it. There was a kind of a poor enough effort there from Fennessy in the end, so it's now going to become a Ferrybank line ball right underneath the Ballyduff Upper management team there. Conor Daly going to take this one. Started well for Ferrybank, going well so far. Off his right hand side, drives it down the line. Well taken inside momentarily, but it's picked up by Halley for Ferrybank. That's Conor Halley trying to go forward. Still has it off his right hand side, shortens the grip, just evaded the hook there, Conor Halley, and it goes across the face of the goal and wide. It was a good effort there, but great pressure too by Ballyduff Upper, not giving up, disciplined in their tackling. And that's another wide for Ferrybank. Ballyduff Upper not hanging around. It's on the far side. It's with Donica Hickey. Razor sharp so far this evening for Ballyduff Upper, going forward on the run. One look at the post, and this time, once again, Donica Hickey fires it over the bar. You can be almost writing those ones down when he gets inside that cover. Seems to have moved out to the half forward line, or out around the middle third of the field now. He loved that space, and still capable of getting forward, and well capable as well of firing over a score. He's been immense for Ballyduff Upper right throughout the championship. Carry that form into this evening's decider. Bit of space here for Jay Bagg as he goes forward, 45 metres out from goal. Again, great hooking there, great tackling by Ballyduff Upper. They're working savagely hard. Illustrated there as Gavin Keneally got back there, and Patrick Fennessy. Combined effort there. And then look at the oceans of space on the far over side for Ballyduff Upper. Quick poke out. Ferrybank asleep on this occasion. 45 metres out from goal. Here's Oisín Hannigan. Hannigan with the effort, and it's gone wide. Oh, he'll be disappointed with that. He's been urged underneath, as we can hear from the Ferrybank or the Ballyduff Upper management team, to carry the ball a little bit further, but just didn't do so on that occasion, and the ball goes wide. Ferrybank will want to respond. They'll feel they've yet to get going. Lachlan Flanagan will have a thing or two to say about that. Inside as far as Conor Halley goes high and holds, escapes the shackles there of Ben Ahern. He's going forward, he has an advantage. Still Halley going forward, takes a shot. Oh, saved well by Keating Corcoran in the goal, but the referee had the hand up there for an advantage. And I think there's an injury there to Patrick Fennessy underneath us, that the referee says that's going to be a free there to Ferrybank. Conor Halley certainly showed plenty of pace there as he caught that ball, brilliantly taken from the delivery in by Lachlan Flanagan, who started to come into it from Ferrybank's point of view. Jay Bagg getting using this opportunity to get a drop of water on board. Pretty warm evening out there as well. It's a clammy evening here in Fairfield. Thankfully no rain so far. Halley with the effort, 21 metres out from goal, and he strikes that one, which is almost going to end up in the Colligan River, I'd say, behind the goal there. Conor Halley, he won't mind though. He's on target with that one, and it just eats into that Ballyduff Upper lead. And we're back to a 3-point game, 8 points to 1-2. 27 minutes gone here in the opening half. There's a Ballyduff Upper player down inside. Great save there just before that by Ty Keating Corcoran as well, who's been equal to a couple of chances there, to a couple of efforts from Ferrybank. He'll be happy with the way things are going so far. Martin Freeman there in conversation with his management team underneath us. Fergal Hickey, of course, the Bonish door with Ballyduff Upper, and Shane Hannon and Kevin Casey also involved. Isaac Richard seems to be employed in front of the Ballyduff Upper inside line, obviously playing the sweeper role for Ferrybank tonight, but he's well capable of getting forward as well. Be interesting to see whether they'll stick with that tactic for the 60 minutes here in Fairfield tonight. Right now, just stoppage in play. Ballyduff Upper have a player down. I think it could be maybe Tomas Ahern inside. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, in fact it looks like it is Tomas, but he's battled hard. Evan Geary getting a drop of water as well. Players now just taking the opportunity to get some water on board. They'll be getting a breather very shortly as well as we approach the end of the first half. Tomas Ahern very gingerly picks himself up. He'll go again. He's as tough as nails, the Ballyduff Upper defender. Underage, of course, for the minor grade again next season. He'd love to get his hands on a minor medal here this evening. Puck out comes. I think I see 2 minutes of additional time signalled there by the officials. Down on top of where Isaac Richards is situated. We just mentioned him in that sweeper role, and that's why he's there. He's getting on that ball. Now, what's his use of it like? Has a runner off the shoulder in the shape of Adam Aspel, who goes forward, shortens the grip in the stick. Lovely ball across. Starts Lachlan Flanagan. That's a beautiful move by Ferrybank. It deserves a score at the end of this if they can get it. He's pulled there, but referee says play on. Tackling was okay. Could work out for Halley. Takes it on the spin. Lovely pick up by the corner forward. He's gone inside the cover. Still Halley for Ferrybank. Can he get the shot away? Halley's effort. Oh, it's gone in and it's gone. I think the referee is going to come back for a free. Is he? He is indeed. Oh, that was a great move. What about the passes there? Lovely one-touch hurling. Ball to hand from Ferrybank. Inside his players Halley again, who's just starting to come into it inside and cause a bit of panic in that Ballyduff Upper rear guard, and he has a chance to get another score here and tack on another one for Ferrybank as they head to the dressing rooms for half time. What's a beautiful still evening here in Fairfield. Pitch absolutely rock hard as well. Was out in it earlier on there as well, as is the case with a lot of pitches, but certainly in great nick. Effort comes in from Halley. He went for the goal, and Ty Keating Corcoran was equal to it. I was nearly expecting him just to tap it over the bar and write that one down, but he elected to go for the goal. Sure whether that was instructed there, the Ferrybank management. Some of them are having a shake of the head on the line underneath us, but it remains 8 points to 1-2. So Ferrybank, I'm sure that will be a moment of debate for them in the dressing room at half time, but they have a chance for this line ball to mount another attack, but not so. They're not going to get their own way if Thomas Ahern is the ball. With Thomas's effort just bypasses his man there. Lachlan Flanagan wins it back for Ferrybank. He overturns the ball though, and back with the aforementioned Ahern. Wins it back off his left hand side. Recovered from that injury. Drills it down the line. Out in front of his man here is Conor Daly. Showing well for the ball. Burke is battling hard to try and win it back. That's Mark Burke. He got the opening score of this county final. Good use of the hand pass. Back as far as Tomas Ahern. Evades the challenge there of Lachlan Flanagan. Puts it into the corner. Oh, well taken there by Killian English out in front of his man. 45 metres out from goal. It's going to be short. It's going to be wide, is it? Yeah, from English. Wide on the right. Won it well. 2 minutes of additional time signalled by the match referee, Tyke Tobin from Brickey Rangers. Puck out from Kyle Daly. Goes long. Batted back down there by Geary. Keneally and Fennessy are on it for Ballyduff Upper. Just took his eye off it there. Fennessy back with Gavin Keneally though, trying to win the ball back, trying to go forward. Well hooked there. Combination of McGarrity and Lachlan Flanagan for Ferrybank. Which way is it going? It's going to be a Ballyduff Upper ball, says Padraig Nolan, the linesman. Looks like Evan Geary is going to take this in. Ballyduff Upper will be hoping they can maybe tack on another score or two before that half-time whistle should be coming in the next 30 seconds or so. Geary with this line ball makes a clean enough connection on it. Only off as far as Isaac Richards does well to win it. Tries to flick it past Donica Hickey, but easier said than done. It's back with Hickey. Lovely footwork there by Hickey. Dancing footwork. Now what's the finish like? It looks good from here. Is it pulled? Oh, I think he has pulled it. Yeah, it's gone across the face of the goal and wide on that occasion from Hickey. They've certainly had a few of them. Will we have time for one more attack? I think we may have, according to the referee. Kyle Daly goes down top of his half forward line. Ferrybank have bodies underneath this, and what a catch that is from Adam Aspel. Went high into the air, literally on his knees, tries to prod it forward, but Evan Geary cut out the ball there for Ballyduff Upper. He goes forwards. The two number 8s in the battle, Geary and Lachlan Flanagan. Ball inside. Isaac Richards tidies it up, and Isaac has possession there, and referee calls for the ball and brings an end to this first half here, which is probably still yet to catch fire here in Fairfield. It's Ballyduff Upper who are in control of the combination of Donica Hickey and Killian English doing most of the scoring for them inside, and Mark Burke getting the opening score. That goal from Ferrybank, coming courtesy of Conor Halley, who his effort was not sure whether he was going for a goal. I'm sure he'll tell us afterwards he was, as it went in past Ty Keating Corcoran in the goal. They're battling hard. Ballyduff Upper look like they're going to stay out at half time underneath the dugout, and Ferrybank heading for the dressing room. So that's where we'll take a breather here at half time in Fairfield in the JJ Cavan & Sons Division 3 County Minor Hurling Championship final. It's Ballyduff Upper holding the edge at half time. Half time score: Ballyduff Upper 8 points, Ferrybank 1 goal and 2. We'll be back with the second half very shortly.
Ryle Oak, Bagnallstown, Loughlin Bridge, Carlow Town. I've been driving this route for 20 years now. As a driver, you get to see the importance of these bus routes for people in the community. We really connect with the whole country. People use the service for their shopping, going to college, going to matches. They come to rely on us to get them where they want to be. We're also the official transport provider for Carlow GAA players and supporters. You get to know some familiar faces along the way, doing their daily routine or their weekly trips. It's nice to see a friendly smile to brighten up your journey. My name is Jimmy. I've been driving for JJ Cavan & Sons for 30 years.
To join the Clubber GAA community, earn some money for your club and get state-of-the-art analysis for your team. If you're a player or a coach who wants an easy way to review and comment on match clips or analyse competitors' games, then check out Clubber Coach. If you're a county board, videographer or even a club that wants to maximise the revenue potential of the games you stream, we offer free services to run a paywall and video ads. If you're an expert analyst, check out our automated clip generator, which can eliminate a lot of your repetitive manual tasks, and you can focus your energy on capturing the real insights which help your teams improve and use your freed up time to help additional teams. If you'd like to join our growing Clubber community, please contact sales@clubbertv.com for a free trial or advice on the different packages we offer.
Welcome to I Love My Club By, with me, your host Seamus Barry, the podcast that gives you the insight into our local games of hurling and camogie. Join us as we take a look at some of the characters around the county on I Love My Club By.
Yes, you're very welcome back to Fairfield. Ready to go for the second half of this JJ Cavan & Sons County Minor Hurling Championship final. It's Ferrybank and Ballyduff Upper. Ballyduff Upper in control. 8 points to 1-2, and away we go for the start of the second half. They started the first half in good fashion. They'll be hoping to do something similar in the second ball. Into the full forward line there, and that's a push there on Donica Hickey as he came across to that ball, and Sean Adeyemi just came right into his back there, right under the nose of the referee as well. No doubt about that one. That's going to be a 21 metre free for the western side, who lead, as we said, by 3, and they can make an early make a good start to the second half here as well and extend their lead. That Ferrybank goal coming from Conor Halley. 10 minutes to go in the first half. Delay to throw in here as well, but away for 15 minutes as we watch Donica Hickey notch over another one. He's been immense throughout the championship for Ballyduff Upper, and as we were saying earlier on, he's carried the form into tonight's final as well. 9 points to 1-2, just a minute gone in the second half. Tomas Ahern, he's been excellent at centre half back for Ballyduff Upper this evening. Ball popped outside as far as Oisin Hannigan. Oisin has the ball now off his left hand side, drives it down the line where Gavin Keneally is situated. Gavin, spots Evan Geary there in a bit of space. The marking is slack, it's loose from Ferrybank's point of view, and they could well be punished if Geary can get inside this cover. He's going forward, he's fouled there. Adam Aspel came across, and also Isaac Richards was the next to come across there. They knew Geary was going forward, so just maybe slowed him in his tracks, if you want to call it that. And certainly when Ballyduff Upper run at that Ferrybank defence, they certainly have them in a little bit of bother. And this is going to be another free for Donica Hickey, just receiving a little bit of treatment as well from the Ballyduff Upper management or medical team. So 45 metres out from goal, a chance for him to add to his tally and to get Ballyduff Upper up to double figures here in this Division 3 County Minor Hurling final. Coming to you live here on Clubber TV from Fairfield. Donica Hickey with the effort, and Donica Hickey with another white flag this evening. Puck out very, very quickly by Kyle Daly. Referee says that's okay though, I'll allow that. Breaking onto the ball as Lachlan Flanagan takes it in his stride, gets inside that cover there. They need a score. Can Flanagan provide it? It's high, it's in, it's over the bar from Lachlan Flanagan. That's a good score. That's one certainly to lift the troops around him. He backed himself and he put over a beauty. 10 points to 1-3. Puck out going to come from Ty Keating Corcoran, who's certainly been very active. He's been busy in the Ballyduff Upper goal, but so far he's done well. Did concede that goal to Conor Halley, but he's done well so far. Breaking ball, it's back with the aforementioned Lachlan Flanagan. He got a point a moment ago. This time he flicks it across there, just taking his eye off the ball there is Jay Bagg. He has it back though, off his right hand side. He backs himself over the shoulder. Speculative long effort inside, well gathered though, watched all the way by Keating Corcoran in those yellow boots. Off his right hand side, on the run, sprays it down the line. Back there is Aspel for Ferrybank. Going to be picked up though by Isaac Richards momentarily. Pulls on it first time, doesn't make a clean connection, only into the arms of Patrick Fennessy. Driven back with interest down into the corner as far as Killian English this time. English and Hickey certainly have the beatings of the Ferrybank full back line. That's good tackling though. Came across there was the full back at the number 3, that was Paddy Mackey, and that's gone out for a 65. Says the umpire there. Was good defending there by Mackey. Got across, did well, eyes on the ball, and it's going to be a 65. And looks like Donica Hickey again. Who else going to come across and hit this one for Ballyduff Upper? That familiar style of his. Good save there by the Ferrybank goalkeeper Daly, who was equal to it. Hickey with the effort, and Hickey has another one. He's on fire this evening. 11 points to 1-3. And be it anything from 65 metres in, Donica Hickey certainly within his radar, and he's having some county finals so far this evening. Back with Tomas Ahern again. How many times have we mentioned his name tonight? Just eager to get on that ball, drives it back up the field, where Isaac Richards this time just back in that pocket there for Ferrybank, off his left hand side, partly blocked but does manage to get it out as far as Lachlan Flanagan. Long ball inside, well taken, that's well gathered by the Ferrybank forward. Shane Purcell over the shoulder. Purcell with the effort. That's a super score by Shane Purcell. He won the ball. It was a difficult ball to win. Got their head of Seamus Branagh. One look at the post, fires it over the bar. 11 points to 1-4 so far. Even the second half has been a little bit better. The tempo has been upped, the ante has been up by both these sides, And we're beginning to see both sides really go at it now and express themselves. It was Ferrybank who came out on top when they met in the group stages in early August. Seemed to be a chop there, was it, on Sean Adeyemi as he came across there, and it was, according to the referee. That was Brian Burke, the guilty party on this occasion. And Isaac Richards is going to take this, launch it up the field for his side. High ball inside, bypasses everyone in as far as Corcoran. Keating Corcoran. Adam Halley trying to keep the pressure on, but Ballyduff Upper are doing well to work it out. And as far as Seamus Branagh goes long, just evades that challenge there and gets it down the field. Not a clean enough connection on it, but enough to reach Oisin Hannigan, looking for options. Cross as far as Fennessy, just gets his hurley to it. Ferrybank have numbers back there. Adam Aspel trying to keep the ball moving. Back as far as Geary. Was he playing the hurley there? Referee says the tackling is okay. Back with Geary again. Lovely one-touch hurling there. Spots a runner there across the field. Heads up hurling from Ballyduff Upper. This is Gavin Keneally. Keneally sprays it across. Great bit of vision. Lovely hurling here from Ballyduff Upper. Gone inside the cover. Looks like Burke on this occasion trying to evade Adeyemi there. Gets across there. Does well to get a block on it. Good play there, but the Ferrybank defender got across and got the tackle on Mark Burke. It is back with Adeyemi for Ferrybank. Drives it back up the field, looking to get Jay Bagg away in one of his runs, but again it's Tomás Ahern reading the play well there. Now it's back. Burke just took his eye off it there. Back with Adeyemi, the Ferrybank defender, trying to drive out with this ball. Seems to be foul, but the ball hits the deck. Referee says play on. Good work out here for Ballyduff Upper in the shape of Donnacha Hickey, the one man they want on the ball. Just took his eye off it there, flicked away from him. Tackling is good from Ferrybank, doing well to win it back. Ballyduff Upper have it though. Back in as far as Killian English this time, out in front of his man. English on the turn, English with the effort, and Killian English fires it over the bar. Super score there by the corner forward. The ball fell to him. It was bobbling around for a while. English decides in the end to say enough of that and fires it over the bar. Another one for him. 12 points to 1-4. Ballyduff Upper in control. Seamus Branagh does well, knocks the ball out, knows too that there's going to be plenty of red jerseys around there. One of those jerseys is Oisin Hannigan. Goes forward 45 metres out from goal, sprays it down the line. Thought he was going to shoot himself, but gives it to English inside over the shoulder. English with the effort. That is beautiful. It's champagne hurling from Ballyduff Upper now. Killian English, he's on fire this evening. Himself and Donnacha Hickey have amassed all but one of the Ballyduff Upper scores so far this evening. They've got 12 points between them. And they're on fire. Breaking ball inside there. McGarry trying to get his hands on it for Ferrybank. They'll need a response. What's it like? They'll be hoping it's a good one. Jay Bagg will be hoping it's a good one. Bagg with the effort, and it's gone wide. Umpires there just taking a little moment or two. Bit of hesitation there, but it's gone out right and wide. Ferrybank will be disappointed with that one. They trailed 13 points to 1-4 in the scoreboard. They haven't got going yet, but there's still plenty of time. Lachlan Flanagan trying to prod it forward there. Batted back down. Isaac Richards has it back for Ferrybank. That's good play by the number 7. Lovely bit of skill inside. Just gets inside the cover there of English, who was still keeping the pressure on there. Tomás Ahern. Now Geary. That's Evan. Down the line as far as Donnacha Hickey out in front of his man, showing for the ball all night. He has the legs and his marker as well. Gone inside the cover. It's Flanagan comes across there, or Adam Aspel it is. It comes across. The ball is in the net, but the referee is going to bring it back there for the free. The whistle had long gone before that. Ferrybank certainly look at 6s and 7s there, especially when the Ballyduff Upper backs run at him, and I think Adam Aspel just got a warning there from Tyke Tobin to say no more of that. Looks like Ferrybank are introducing a substitution as well. Looks like Callum O'Sullivan is getting ready to come into the fray. Tall athletic figure. He'll add plenty to that Ferrybank forward division. So that substitution is happening. I'm not sure if there's anyone actually gone off from the Ferrybank point of view. It is. It's Sean Adeyemi, in fact, who's made his way off for the Ferrybank men. Battled hard in the full backline for Ferrybank this evening, but he was up against two outstanding players in Donnacha Hickey and Killian English, and that's another one for Donnacha Hickey to add to his tally this evening. Up to 14 points now to 1-4. Kyle Daly bypasses everyone there. Did it hit off Tomás Ahern? I think it did come off the number 5. It's going to be a line ball to Ferrybank. Looks looks like Lachlan Flanagan is wearing number 9 actually for Ferrybank. Just listening to the Ferrybank mentors underneath us, even though on the programme it's Jay Bagg is wearing number 9 and Lachlan Flanagan is number 8. So just apologies if we were making that error throughout, or just going by the programme. We weren't told there was... Don't think he touched it the first time, but it's driven back down, but only right down the throat of the Ballyduff upper defence. And once again it's Tomas Ahern drives it back down the field. Isaac Richards trying to win this foot race here with his man. Isaac comes across, and this was a bit of cuteness there by the Ferrybank defender there. Got there ahead of Killian English and felt the contact into his back. So it's going to be a free out for the men in green. Isaac has a long delivery inside, could well work out for Shane Purcell if he can go forward. He has the ball, Purcell is pulled back, is he? Referee says play on. Flicked away there from Ballyduff's point of view. They'll do well, they'll be happy with that, relieving the pressure, and there's a foul there. On the way out there's a man down inside, and looks like there's attention required here for the Ferrybank goalkeeper, Kyle Daly, who just seems to be in a bit of bother there, just getting checked there by the Ferrybank medical team. Chance for both sets of players to take a drop of water on board as well, but that was well fielded there by Shane Purcell for Ferrybank, but just couldn't get enough room to engineer a strike there, and it's testament to the work rate of Ballyduff Upper, who've been phenomenal all night this evening. They may have lost the group game when these sides met a couple of weeks ago, but again, as they say, it's very hard to topple the same team twice in the one season as well. Reminder as well of plenty more coverage coming up on Clubber TV over the next few days. Busy weekend of action, bumper hurling weekend here in Waterford. The divisional finals at junior and intermediate taking place, with both intermediate games live on Saturday. Ballygunner taking on Ballyduff Lower in the intermediate final in the east. Then it's up to the west, back here in Fairfield, 4:30 on Saturday for the clash of Shamrocks and Ballysaggart, that local derby. And on Sunday, of course, we'll have 2 semi-finals in the Senior Hurling Championship. Down for decision, defending champions Ballygunner, who of course will be hoping to maintain their bid for 9 in a row. They take on Roan Moore. That's a repeat of last year's county final at 1:30, and it's followed at 3:15 with the clash of Mount Sion and De La Salle. 2 intriguing semis to look forward to, and Ferrybank goalkeeper, it's good to see Kyle Daly just putting his helmet back on. That's a good sign that he's back up to his feet, seems to be recovered, and we are going to resume with that free for Ballyduff Upper. 43 minutes on the clock in this Division 3 final. Martin Freeman just giving words of instruction there to Lachlan Flanagan underneath us. So away we go again. We're going to resume with Tomas Ahern down the line as far as Burke trying to battle hard there. That's Mark Burke. Seemed to be a push in the back there, says the referee, and that's going to be a free for the Eastern men. Isaac Richards going to take this one, who's certainly hit a lot of ball for Ferrybank, but it'll be interesting to see whether they'll keep him in that position or will they try and shove him forward at some stage. They'll have to throw caution to the wind in this county final. Right now they'll try and get their hands on the ball and try and win it back. Prodded forward there. Who's going to get their hands on this one? Ballyduff Upper come across there. Tomas Ahern once again, superb, immense at centre back. Offloads as far as Seamus Brana, his captain. Geary looking for the run, getting the ball there from Killian English. Lovely 1-2 here. Geary has gone inside the cover in hot pursuit. There is Paddy Mackey. Still Geary going forward. Evan Geary with the shot. Saved inside. Great goalkeeping there by Kyle Daly, although there wasn't a huge venom in the effort hit by Geary, but it was good pressure there by the Ferrybank defenders. Breaking ball down on top of Fionn McGarty. Ferrybank trying to win this ball. Prodded forward there by Tomas Ahern. He's trying to take on 2 green jerseys there. Ferrybank have it back. That is, we understand, Lachlan Flanagan now is the number 9, not Jay Bagg. Long ball, diagonal across, in as far as the corner, in as far as Callum O'Sullivan, the new man in for Ferrybank. Callum has plenty of pace, he's plenty of energy, goes forward, pops it outside as far as Quailon McCavill. He goes forward, effort inside, tie Keating Corcoran saves and does well to control it there ahead of the Ferrybank forward Connor Halley, and lovely stick work there by the Ballyduff Upper goalkeeper. Ty Keating Corcoran did well, very close to the sideline, kept in play though by Burke, far overside, trying to win it back for Ballyduff Upper. Ferrybank have it back though. That's Flanagan. They need it, and he has provided it. That's a super score by Lachlan Flanagan right on the sideline. That was a great moment of goalkeeping before that by Ty Keating Corcoran. We've seen a great display of goalkeeping by Keating Corcoran and indeed Kyle Daly in the Ferrybank goal this evening. 2 up and coming number 1s. And the so just trying to follow the Ferrybank management team underneath us. Apologies for that, but there was a short puck out there, not taken from the correct position by Ty Keating Corcoran. He took it from outside the square. So it's going to be a free in. Ferrybank with the chance, and it's tapped over the bar by Conor Halley. Good score by Conor. So Ferrybank just eating into that lead. A bit slack there from Ballyduff Upper. The puck was taken, but it was taken from the wrong position by Ty Keating Corcoran, just as we were singing his praises. And it's taken quickly this time by Ballyduff Upper. Crossing the far over side is Patrick Fennessy. He's covered every blade of grass here in Farfield this evening. Just puts on the afterburners and goes forward. Flicks it back there. Geary is loose in this far side if Ballyduff Upper can spot him. It's now with Evan. Ferrybank being urged to keep working. Adam Aspel, just lovely footwork there by Geary. Gets inside that cover, 45 metres out from goal. Pops the pass inside. Here's a chance for Fennessy. Going forward, effort from Fennessy. He likes it. It's over the bar from the wing back. Raiding upfield, and he gets his name on the score sheet too. And Geary taps him on the back there. Taps his own early to say, keep that going, keep moving, I'll find you. And that's what he did. And we're back to a 6-point game. 1-6 to Ferrybank, 15 points to Ballyduff Upper. We've around about 15 minutes to go here at this County Minor Hurling final. It's coming to you live here from Fairfield. Floodlights are on, so sign the evenings are closing in. 1st of September, of course. We'll follow the play back down into the corner from Ahern, in as far as Donica Hickey. Is he going to take on his man? That man is Conor Daly. He's gone inside the cover. Here's Hickey for Ballyduff Upper. Still Hickey, lovely forward, takes the shot. Oh, across the goal from Donica Hickey. Would have been a super finish there. He certainly had Kyle Daly looking around there, and certainly a huge sigh of relief there from the Ferrybank defenders, because if that nestled in the net, would have become a 9-point game, and certainly would have been a big way back then from the Ballyduff, or from the Ferrybank point of view. A few sitters being pucked in now to the Ferrybank goalkeeper Kyle Daly. Isaac Richards seems to have shoved out the field now for Ferrybank as well. Obviously have thrown the sweeper system out the window at this stage, and just going to go for it now for the remaining maybe 12 or so minutes here. But there's still plenty of time. Down top of Seamus Brannan does well, just eyes on the ball there, bats it down as far as Keneally. Good play by Gavin Keneally down the line. Well played there by Mackey, the full back, out in front of his man there, but just momentarily bypasses him. Back with Evan Geary, prods the ball forward. Here's Burke. He got the opening score. He's going for the latest over the bar from Mark Burke. Backed himself, put it over the bar, struck it over. They're keeping the scoreboard moving, and that'll do very, very nicely from their point of view. Taken quickly by Ferrybank, down as far as Purcell. Just hits off his hurley, knocks it forward. Oh, it'll do work out nicely. And as far as Jay Bagg, this player has plenty of pace, plenty of energy. He's a good athlete as well, showing it here. Going forward on the 21, fixing inside as far as Halley. Chance for Ferrybank, effort comes in. Back of the net for Ferrybank, Conor Halley. Keeper didn't see it, we hardly saw it from here. That's exactly the fill-up and the tonic they needed. Brilliant goal, brilliant move. It came from Bagg, who ran at him, and he seems to have moved further up the field as well, and that may spark Ferrybank into life. 16 points to 2-6. They're pleading for steps. Referee says play on. Ballyduff will want to respond into the full forward line, or half forward line, batted back down there. Ferrybank, they're in numbers. They'll try to come more and more into this game. Here's one man who can provide that spark. It's Isaac Richards. Hasn't scored so far. Goes forward. Has a player up the line. 45 metres out from goal. Effort comes in from Fionn McGarrity, and McGarrity fires it over the bar. That's a bit better from Ferrybank. We're back to a 3-point game now here in Fairfield. 49 minutes gone. We've still 11 minutes to go. There's plenty of time for Ferrybank to come up and come back in this one. We will have extra time if we're level. We may well have penalties if required. Adam Aspel has it back. Oh, what a tackle by Evan Geary. He just took his eye off it there and did well, and they can punish this. Ballyduff Upper back with Geary. Geary's effort inside could be very, very dangerous. Oh, kept his eye on it there. That's good goalkeeping there by Kyle Daly. Drives it back down. Ferrybank have a player on the deck. Referee is going to leave this play develop and see what way it works out. Falls as far as Evan Geary. Geary has it. Oh, brilliant hook there. Brilliant hook there. Getting back there with Shane Purcell. Kept his eye on it. It's back with the aforementioned Isaac Richards. Back as far as Purcell. His own man is on the deck, but he's going to play on. He's going to drive it back down the field. Ballyduff have plenty of bodies there, but Ferrybank too have 3 men inside. Could well work out for Ferrybank. This is inside. Chance here for Ferrybank. They're going forward. Seems to be a foul there. Surely yes, says the referee. It's going to be a free in. And it looks like there's cramp there to one of the Ferrybank players as well. Certainly that ground is testing as well for these players who've given it absolutely everything here in this Division 3 final. Effort comes in from Conor Halley, and he strikes that in, and he strikes it over the bar. We're back to a 2-point game here in Fairfield. Ferrybank doing well to win that ball inside, and certainly seems to be Jay Bagg has shoved inside there as well, or certainly shoved further up the field, and they've just began to maybe find their rhythm in the last couple of minutes or so. We're back to a 2-point game, 16 points to 2-8. Wherever you're tuned in, we hope you're enjoying it. Ballyduff will want to respond. Here's one man who can certainly do it, Donegal Hickey. He's lit up this county final so far. Hickey, that'll be a fair score if it goes over. Umpires are looking up at it. Hickey's effort, and it's gone wide. He's human after all, Donegal Hickey. Great effort, but it was just outside, wrong side of the post from his point of view. And Ferrybank are hanging in there. Kyle Daly, 2-point game, long ball batted out by Branagh. Ferrybank being urged to leave it in. That's well done there by Jay Bagg, who just literally over the shoulder threw it down the line, hit it down as far as Conor Halley. It's back with Purcell. Here's Purcell, gone inside the cover, seems to be pulled there. The pop pass back outside, referee says it was okay though, and it's back with Cathal Kenny. Relieves the pressure for Ballyduff upper. He's caught late there as he relieved the clearance, and the referee I think has brought the ball further forward as well. There was a late tackle there, came in as the effort was cleared there by Cathal Kenny. Looks like Conor Halley is going to be spoken to by Tyke Tobin there as that effort came across there. He has a yellow card for the Ferrybank corner forward. They have 3 players on yellow cards. Patrick Fennessy being urged on there by Shane Hannon, part of the Ballyduff upper backroom team. Shane, of course, secretary of the club as well. Done a lot of work with this particular group. They'd dearly love to win back that county final and bring it back to the village later on this evening. 52, almost 53 minutes gone here now in your, as you can see in your clock, but a couple of stoppages in the second half as well, which will probably suggest that we may have a few minutes of injury time. Cathal Kenny is back to his feet. He's worked really hard there himself, and Ben Ahern have been busy in that Ballyduff upper full back line, but they dealt with everything so far smartly, and I think it's going to be a free from where the ball landed on the 45 metre line. And it's Tyke Heaton Corcoran who has the ball, so Evan Geary is going to prepare to take this one. Evan has been everywhere for Ballyduff upper this evening. 2-point game, so we're going to resume with this free from Evan Geary. Drives it in low, but Adam Aspel was reading that, did well. Cuts it out for Ferrybank. First of all, needs to get the ball in his hand. Was there a tug of the arm there? Referee says play on. Pulled on first time there. Adam indicating and showing that the ground game is still alive. Strikes it down. Here's Tomas Ahern. Drives out with the ball. Evan Geary stayed in that pocket. Now moves forward. After him is Fionn McGarty. Just has the legs on him there. Goes forward. Ball prodded in as far as Mark Burke. Leaves it inside for Keneally. Or in fact that's Donegal Hickey. Donegal has it. Was that a chop? Referee says play on. In fact it's Killian English. Still English going forward. He has an advantage. Still English going forward. Still English with the effort. And it's going to be a free in, says the referee. It was a couple of loose tackles there on English as he went forward. He won that ball superbly, got it in his hands. And Seamus Branagh, the Ballyduff upper captain, urging on his troops as well. He'd dearly love to get up those steps in around about 6 minutes time, or maybe might even be longer if we go to extra time, who knows. Donegal Hickey will be hoping they can wrap it up in normal time if he has his way, and he fires it over the bar for another score for the number 12. 17 points to Ballyduff upper, 2-8 now to Ferrybank. Back to a 3-point game. Long ball inside, batted back down there. Evan Geary does well to read it for Ballyduff upper. Purcell comes across, tackling is okay. Still Evan Geary going forward, bounces it off the ball because aware that he was on his third catch. Still Geary going forward, needs to offload. Garrity comes across, back offload as far as Seamus Branagh with the effort, huge effort by the captain. It's going to tail though, it's going to hang in there, it's not going to go wide. Oh well, captain play. Oh, what a block that is there on Hickey, on Keating Corcoran there, or Keeper comes across, Kyle Daly, and it's across Killian English, who kept that ball. It was Branagh's effort inside, floated it in, and it'll be very, very interesting here. Could Kyle Daly be in trouble? He's already been booked. Or in fact it's the full back there, is it? In fact, Tigers having a chat there with Paddy Mackey and Conor Daly. Certainly going to be a yellow card here for a Ferrybank defender. I thought initially it was actually Daly who was amongst the thick of things there. In fact, it is Conor Daly, and it's a yellow card for Conor Daly on that, for that tackle on Killian English, who brilliantly kept the ball. He kept his eye on it, kept it in flight, ball stayed in play, and this can be a chance for Ballyduff Upper to go 4 points clear. Can that be the insurance one from their point of view? But there's still 5 minutes to go here, plus whatever the referee decides to add on. Tyke Tobin, there will be a few stoppages. There's been a few players with a few niggles in the second half, and Donncha Hickey is going to take this free for Ballyduff Upper, as he has all night, as he has done right throughout this Division 3 Championship. Ballyduff, of course, beating Nairn's Own last weekend by 3-15 to 10 points to seal their place in the final. And Ferrybank, of course, they didn't have that semi-final last week because got a walkover off Clashmore Kinsale Beg, so I'm sure they'd have preferred a game coming into tonight, and maybe that was maybe a factor of that lack of maybe a competitive semi-final. Who knows? Hard to know at the minor under 17 level, but right now we're watching Donncha Hickey fire over yet another score this evening. 18 points to 2-8, 57 minutes on the clock. We'll see what will be added on in the next minute or two, but it's a 4-point game, and it's Ballyduff Upper who are in control. Can they win the county title? Can they bring it back to the far west? Can Ferrybank bring it back down to the east? Ball inside as far as Conor Halley. Was he pushed in the back? Referee says play on. Ballyduff Upper clear their lines. Race for possession here. Lachlan Flanagan tries to get across. Ballyduff Upper trying to win that ball. They have possession. Prodded forward by Burko. Just took his eye off it there. Ferrybank trying to win it back. Still prodded forward by Ballyduff Upper. Vital moments now in this county final, this Division 3 final. Who's going to get their hands on it? Burke trying to prod it forward there. That's Mark Burke for Ballyduff Upper. Battle for possession on the Ferrybank 45 metre line. Plenty of bodies there. Who's going to come away with the sitter? Looks like Ballyduff Upper have it. They have it in the shape of Geary. He's going forward. Has a man off his shoulder. Here's a chance for Patrick Fennessy. Fennessy inside. In. As far as Killian English, he can bury this one. Oh, what a save from Daly. Killian English, you would have put your house on him there. There was nothing wrong with the shot from English. Daly was equal to it. That is a stunning save from Adam Daly. Super effort. Fennessy gave it to him. They were thinking about the juggler. They were going for the killer blow. But it could still be a killer blow if Donncha Hickey can nail this one and get another one and push it out to a 5-point game. It looks good from here. Floats it in and literally over the blue spot there into the road goal, and it's over the bar from Donncha Hickey. He's been exceptional this evening. Puck out comes from Ty Keating Corcoran. Goes long. Batted back by Seamus Brannan. In fact, excuse me, that was Kyle Daly there, the Ferrybank goalkeeper, with that one. Isaac Richards, and ball just hit away there. A bit of ill discipline there from I think it was Patrick Fennessy there. So Isaac is going to take this one. Now, would he go for a point? Does he lob it in? What's he been told by the Ferrybank mentors? We'll wait and see. He hasn't scored so far. He's certainly moved further up the field. He's come more and more into it in the second half. For Ferrybank, Isaac's effort floats it in. This one is going to hang in there. Could be very, very dangerous. Batted back down there by Ballyduff Upper, and they're onto the breaking ball here with Fennessy as well. If he can get it in his hands, has a man off him, prods it across there as far as his midfielder. That's Oisin Hannigan. Plenty of pace. Oisin has shown we may be in the 59th minute even. You'll swear we're in the second minute as far as Hannigan is concerned. Drill down the line. This time it's English again out in front of his man. Does well to control him momentarily, but Ferrybank are back there. It's Isaac Richards. Hurley is pulled there. Be told to go back there. Smart enough foul there, a cute enough foul, I suppose, from a Ballyduff Upper point of view, if you want to call it that. They're leading on that all-important scoreboard. I didn't get an indication of what's going to be added on. We'll try and bring in that as soon as we get it to hand, though. Back there working hard is Donnacha Hickey, who's way back almost into Ferrybank full forward line now. At this stage it seems like they've dropped back plenty of bodies. Richards has it back for Ferrybank, passes it, pass goes astray though, could be punished here by Oisin Hannigan. Going forward, drills it down the line, mopped up there straight into the arms of Conor Daly, drives it back with interest. They've no other choice now from Ferrybank's point of view. Drops it inside, in as far as Halley inside. If he can get this in his hands, could be very, very dangerous. Conor Halley for Ferrybank. Halley with the effort, Halley with the goal. Super effort from Conor Halley. We're back to a 2-point game. Super effort. It's 3 minutes of additional time, I think, signalled by the Ray Tour. 3 minutes, yeah, there you had it, there you see it, there you heard it. Evan Geary trying to go forward. Ferrybank going to throw everything at this now. It's 3-8 to 19 points. Players out on their feet. Ball forward as far as Burke. Daly is back there for Ferrybank too. Conor Daly. Burke just literally uses his strength there to shove him out of the way. He can see that air. The effort from Burke. And it's over the bar from Mark Burke. We're back to a 3-point game. There's still time. We have 3 minutes of additional time. That's a third point. Hat-trick of points here for Mark Burke in this county final. He's had a good game. Long ball, just missed there by Lachlan Flanagan. Just took his eye off it there at the wrong stage. Back with Tomas Ahern, back with Ballyduff upper, and Donnacha Hickey, the right man on the ball. Inside the 45 metre line, he carries it. The effort from Hickey. Oh, it's gone wide. That would have maybe clinched it. 61 played. We have 2 minutes to go. 3-point game. Ballyduff upper trying to defend. Ferrybank have to get a goal. Here's McGarity going forward there. Ball lost at a critical juncture, but they may well have it back. They have it back with Lachlan Flanagan. Here's Flanagan going forward there. He has an advantage accruing, and the referee says no advantage there occurring, so it is going to be a free. Now this will be very, very interesting here from Isaac Richards' point of view. Does he lob the ball in? Does he go for a score and decide to try and win the next one and maybe go for a winner? Who knows? Well, it's really come to life, hasn't it? Really sparked into life in the second half. In fairness to both these teams, they've given it everything. They've set the standard in Division 3 and they've contributed to a really good final so far. Isaac Richards with the effort, falls inside. Geary is back there. Ballyduff upper have it. Ballyduff upper momentarily had it. Ferrybank. McGarity trying to get it forward. They have the red jerseys back there. The green jerseys trying to prod it forwards. Back with Bag, prods it forwards. That's going to be a Ferrybank ball. It was Jay Bagg there who's certainly thrown himself about there. Ferrybank, one would feel, would have to get a goal. That may force it to extra time. The clock is against them though. Here's the line ball. It's a good connection. Dangerous one inside. Who's going to get a connection on it? Halley in there for Ferrybank. Ballyduff upper have the bodies back there. It's cleared. That'll do from Ballyduff upper's point of view. Out as far as Quailon McCavill tries it back in for Ferrybank. Long looping ball inside. It's gone in and it's gone over the bar. Is it enough though? Is it just a mere consolation from Ferrybank's point of view? It's his first point of the evening. There's still going to be a couple of seconds, I'd imagine. Ferrybank will have to get a goal to win it. I don't think they're going to have time to get 2 points. Ty Keating Corcoran in no particular hurry with the puck out. Does he? Oh, he goes short. Short puck out. Risky time to be trying to short puck out. But Ballyduff upper now in turn drive it back up the field, back into the danger area where Killian English is situated. In as far as Mackey there. Matt's good play by Mackey. He's stuck to his guns all night and he's had a good game. He's tried his heart out. Paddy Mackey drives it back down for Ferrybank. They need to get their hands on the ball. The one man who's dangerous is Halley. Halley has it for Ferrybank, trying to get inside the cover. Is he pulled there? He's surely pulled down. Yes, says the referee. That's cynical from Ballyduff upper's point of view, but in fairness, when you're in the 63rd minute of a county final, you win by 2 points, you wouldn't blame him. Oh, it's all action here in Fairfield now. Very, very interesting. That's a yellow. It is a second yellow there. Ballyduff upper are going to finish with 14 men, or in fact 12 men, because 13 aside of course. So Ben Ahern, even though he did get sent off, he gets a rapturous round of applause, because that could be a right thing to do, in fact, even though it was a cynical foul. Now Conor Halley, we're in the dying embers of this county final. Ferrybank trail by 2, 20 points to 3-9. We're in the 64th minute. Halley with the effort, strikes it in low, saved inside. Ballyduff upper with the ball, Ballyduff upper with possession, and Ballyduff upper with the title. The whistle has gone here in Fairfield. Victory for Ballyduff upper. It's heartbreak for Ferrybank. Halley's effort, he hit it low and hard, saved inside. Ballyduff upper rejoice. They are the county champions for 2022. What a victory for Ballyduff upper. What a battle it was. In fairness to Ferrybank, they threw the kitchen sink at it in the second half. And Ivan Fitzgerald, the linesman there, just congratulating and commiserating with the Ferrybank mentors. What a game. Ferrybank battled, they died with their boots on, they threw everything at it. But Donnacha Hickey and Killian English really stole the show here tonight, and John Jackson, the county treasurer, who's a Ballyduff upper man, he'll be proud this evening going out to offer his congratulations to his charges. But do indeed stay tuned as well, because we will be bringing you the post-match presentation very shortly, which will be made by Sean Michael O'Regan, the county board chairman, and we'll also be naming our Clubber TV man of the match from this county final. But the full-time score to give it to you from the Division 3 county minor hurling final played here in Fairfield, a real cracking decider which came to life in the second half. It's victory for Ballyduff Upper by 2 points in the end. Ballyduff Upper 20 points, Ferrybank 3 goals and 9 points. We'll have that presentation coming very shortly.
Ryle, Bagenstown, Loughlin Bridge, Carlow Town. I've been driving this route for 20 years now. As a driver, you get to see the importance of these bus routes for people in the community. We really connect with the whole country. People use the service for their shopping, going to college, going to matches. They come to rely on us to get them where they want to be. We're also the official transport provider for Carlow GAA players and supporters. You get to know some familiar faces along the way, doing their daily routine or their weekly trips. It's nice to see a friendly smile to brighten up your journey. My name is Jimmy. I've been driving for JJ Kavanagh & Sons for 30 years.
Do you like to join the Clubber GAA community, earn some money for your club, and get state-of-the-art analysis for your team? If you're a player or a coach who wants an easy way to review and comment on match clips, or analyse competitors' games, then check out Clubber Coach. If you're a county board, videographer, or even a club that wants to maximise the revenue potential of the games you stream, we offer free services to run a paywall and video ads. If you're an expert analyst, check out our automated clip generator, which can eliminate a lot of your repetitive manual tasks, and you can focus your energy on capturing the real insights which help your teams improve and use your freed up time to help additional teams. If you'd like to join our growing Clubber community, please contact sales@clubbertv.com for a free trial or advice on the different packages we offer.
Welcome to I Love My Club By, with me, your host, Seamus Barry, the podcast that gives you the insight into our local games of hurling and camogie. Join us as we take a look at some of the characters around the county on I Love My Club By.
speaker again.
Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Testing. Yeah. Sorry.
Were you practicing?
Corda, on behalf of Common New Class Gael Portlaga, I'd like to welcome you all here this evening to Fairfield for the JJ Kavanagh and Sons Division 3 County Minor Hurling Final. Just a few people before we make the presentation to be thanked for helping out with the staging of this evening's event. First of all, to our caretaker here in Fairfield, Ali Drummy, to our match referee, Ty Tobin, his linesmen, Padraig Nolan and Ivan Fitzgerald, and their team of umpires. I'd like to sincerely thank Ty. Due to unforeseen circumstances, he got delayed getting to the venue, and I would also like, on behalf of the County Board, to acknowledge the cooperation of both Ferrybank and Ballyduff in the build-up to the start of the game when the game had to be deferred. Your cooperation was 200%, and it's something is very much appreciated. The Minor Hurling Championship of 2022 has been a great competition. The two best teams in Division 3 reached tonight's final, and tribute to Ferrybank. He put up a tremendous show. The scoreline mightn't have done you justice at the end of the night, but you battled to the very end. When the two teams met down in Ferrybank earlier in the year, you came out on top. To your mentors, to your players and your parents, well done on reaching a county final, and the very best of luck to you going forward in the city. Is not easy, but you're making great strides, great development work and whatever else being done in the club. So the best of luck to Ferrybank going forward. I'd like to congratulate Ballyduff on their success. Tremendous work is going on at underage level in the club, and to the players, the parents, the mentors, the club officers that are putting their shoulders to the wheel. It's great to see success. It's great to see the club competing in Division 1 and under 15, and hopefully it's onwards and upwards for the club going forward. I would like to also thank the County Board Chairman, Sean Michael, for giving me the honour to present the cup to the winning Ballyduff captain, Seamus Branagh.
Thanks, Johnny. First of all, as I say a few thank yous. So, first of all, I'd like to say a massive thank you to our mentors for this year, Shane, Kevin and Fergal. You've been with us for the last 3-4 years. Fergal, God knows how long. But as I say, a massive thank you. It's been a tremendous year and it couldn't happen without you, so thank you. I'd also like to thank the officials of today's game. Well-run game, I thought, and look, it's not easy to referee hurling, but someone has to, so thanks a million. I'd also like to thank the caretaker of our field. The pitch is in brilliant condition. It's a pleasure to play on it 2 weeks in a row now, so I'm sure the pitch is under savage pressure, but it's been well maintained, so thanks. A massive thank you as well to the County Board of Waterford for a fantastically run competition, very enjoyable playing, and it's a pleasure to have won this out. Last of all, I'd like to say a massive thank you to all our parents over the years. You've brought us to all the matches, washed jerseys, God knows how you feed us, how you bring us to matches, all washing jerseys. Thanks a million. And last of all, for a brilliant game today. Look, we went down to you earlier in the season, you beat us, we learned a lot from that game, and I don't think if it was for that day, I don't think we could have come out today. You put up an amazing fight. Every time we went up, you kept coming back, and look, it was just the luck of the draw today. Either team could have won it. Brilliant game.
Don't forget them, lads.
3 cheers for Ferrybank, lads. Hip hip. Hooray. Hip hip. Hooray. Hip hip. Hooray. On the village. Hooray. Come on. Lads, who wants to go?
I'll take this.
Alright, we'll head down with the lads.
Right, lads. Go on, walk away.
It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, but I want to
This way, is it? How far in will I go? Well done. Tommy, how are you?
Duns, they want an interview. Duns, they want you for the TV. They want you for the TV, Duns. They want you for the TV.
This is am I leaving home? Let's go. Okay, still here in Fairfield now and joined by the winning Ballyduff Upper captain Seamus Branagh, and we're delighted to announce that our Clubber TV man of the match from tonight's county final is Ballyduff Upper attacker Donncha Hickey. So Donncha joins us as well. Okay, so congratulations Donncha on picking up the accolade. Seamus, we might start with yourself just after lifting that county cup. What does that feel like?
Yeah, look, it's amazing. It's been an incredible season. It's brilliant to finish off with a bit of silver, but look, regardless, it's been a great season, and this just tops off brilliantly. You got out of the traps early, I suppose, with a couple of early scores, and you mentioned in your speech there you played Ferrybank the last day, they came out on top. Was that the target to kind of go at them and get early scores on the board? Yeah, look, we knew Ferrybank were a strong team, so we just knew we had to get out there, get ahead early and keep that lead, and look, we managed to do that today, but fair play to Ferrybank, they're an amazing team, and on another day they could have had it. Donncha, will bring you in. I suppose that was one of the county final performances for the ages. I nearly lost count of what you ended up with on scores, but you had some game out there tonight.
Yeah, sound.
What was the message going in? Was that the ball was coming in quick and fast? Yourself and Killian there seemed to have the legs on the Ferrybank backline.
In low into the corner, and we were meant to turn and hit it over the bar, go for goal, go for the juggler. And what was it like to play in with that quality ball, I suppose, coming in? Yeah, the whole time? There was very good ball coming in, and they kept feeding us, and then at one stage I dropped back out, just to help when they came back out on top, and then I went back in, it was a very good ball.
And what was going through your mind there when it was 2 points in it in the end and Ferrybank were standing over that free?
They were very close at the end, they kept coming back. They got 2 goals that brought it back into it, but we just kept going and we kept slotting the points, and we finally got through it.
Perfect. And might bring Seamus back in final word, because I know you're mad for photos, lads, to take him. County final, I suppose, you've worked hard all year, and when you get the rewards out of it, as you said in the speech, it's very pleasing. Seamus, you've put in a lot of work in terms of players and the lads, your management team as well.
Yeah, look, Shane, Kevin, Fergal, they've had us back since January, February, doing work in our brand new AstroTurf now. It's a great facility to have. We can train through the winter. I think that was definitely a massive advantage this season. Like, we came in firing from the off. Like, there was no rustiness coming into the season. We've been training a long time now, and look, it's a great facility to have in the club as well, to have that new Astro we can train through the winter.
Super stuff. Well, Seamus Branagh, captain, and Tonica Hickey, who's our Clubber TV man of the match. Thanks for joining us, lads, and enjoy the celebrations.
Thanks.
Okay, sound. Thanks. So that's where we'll wrap up in Friar Fields. Ballyduff Upper Division 3 County Minor Hurling Champions after a 2-point win over Ferrybank. Stay tuned to Clubber TV for more action over the weekend. Yes. No, for Clubber.
Ryle, Bagenstown, Loughlin Bridge, Carlow Town. I've been driving this route for 20 years now. As a driver, you get to see the importance of these bus routes for people in the community. We really connect with the whole country. People use the service for their shopping, going to college, going to matches. They come to rely on us to get them where they want to be. We're also the official transport provider for Carlow GAA players and supporters. You get to know some familiar faces along the way, doing their daily routine or their weekly trips. It's nice to see a friendly smile to brighten up your journey. My name is Jimmy. I've been driving for JJ Kavanagh & Sons for 30 years.
Do you like to join the Clubber GAA community, earn some money for your club, and get state-of-the-art analysis for your team? If you're a player or a coach who wants an easy way to review and comment on match clips, or analyse competitors' games, then check out Clubber Coach. If you're a county board, videographer, or even a club that wants to maximise the revenue potential of the games you stream, we offer free services to run a paywall and video ads. If you're an expert analyst, check out our automated clip generator, which can eliminate a lot of your repetitive manual tasks, and you can focus your energy on capturing the real insights which help your teams improve and use your freed up time to help additional teams. If you'd like to join our growing Clubber community, please contact sales@clubbertv.com for a free trial, or advice on the different packages we offer.
Welcome to I Love My Club By, with me, your host, Seamus Barry, the podcast that gives you the insight into our local games of hurling and camogie. Join us as we take a look at some of the characters around the county on I Love My Club By.